Hey everyone, hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I know mine's been a little on the busy side, but we're doing another live egg cutting today. Today is going to be the egg cutting with uh, the two that I planned on with the pairing, the double pairing of the two males that I had planned on, not unlike the previous clutch where I didn't have the intent of having two different fathers as far as that goes. So this is going to be the pairing between my boy Apollo or Athos. Apollo being my pastel clown boy, or Athos being my pinstripe banana boy. And wanted to take a few minutes real quick to say hi Kat, hi Lucas. Looks like we got a few of you guys on here already, so I'm gonna get right into this. The pairing is to my girl Okash, which is a Enchi possible het clown, so that was the original reason for this pairing. Yeah, I actually made this a dual sired clutch, so we're gonna see. I saw some of the pips already, so we'll see exactly what comes out. I think I know which one is actually the dad, but hey, Jesse Jones from Tennessee, how are you? Thank you for joining. Kenny, you made it! I know, it takes a while sometimes. It's hard. I decided to do this particular live stream a little bit on the earlier side to see if a couple of other people who've wanted to make it to the live streams could actually make it. I'm messaged a couple of different people to see if they could make it, so we'll see exactly how many come on today. But the dual sire process on this particular clutch was I was trying to test to see if my Okesh girl was actually in fact het for clown, but I didn't see any locks between Okesh and Apollo, so I decided to put in Athos as kind of a last minute thing, and I got visual locks, so we're going to kind of see exactly what we got today. So let me switch over to the overhead. And as usual, I have everything tracked through the Husbandry.pro. So I scan these every time. Yes, thank you, Kat. Yes, please do hit that like button. And when everything's done and over, if you want to hit the subscribe button, you can hit that subscribe button too. That definitely helps. I checked in on these yesterday. I was debating on whether or not to do this cutting yesterday or wait for another day. Lucas told me to wait for another day, so I figured I would wait for another day. And lo and behold, I got a whole bunch of pips by waiting. So if you're just getting into breeding or anything like that, wait another day when it comes to the cutting. These are at day 57 now, or day 58. Either one of the 2 days. But I normally wait until around day 56-ish to do cuttings, and I normally have pips by then, because I normally don't like to do a cutting without first seeing the pips. So I know that most of them are fully developed, or developed to at least that area. I mean, we've got little bubbles blowing from this little one right here, so definitely excited to peek in and start seeing what we have here. So let's get through. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more for you guys to see. And we're going to start right off at the end here. So, and a couple of these you will see when you're breeding, on occasion, especially right at the towards the very end, you might see like a little bit of mold or something like that. That's perfectly fine at this stage. in their development when they're so close to pipping. I've never seen an issue to where that's become a survivability issue of any sort. So this goal here, I would love to see clowns. That would be fantastic, but if all I see are like pinstripes and bananas, then we'll kind of know who the father is on that side of things. One of my friends told me I should do a Maury Povich style of Who's Your Daddy. Hey Scott, welcome to joining. And first one right out, it looks like a pinstripe. So we definitely know that my boy Athos is probably, there's a good chance. I mean, I could have dual sire, so some of these could, if I get pastels popping out, then I'll know in that realm there, if there are pastels, that my boy Apollo at least fathered some of them because he is a pastel clown. But if I don't get any pastels, then I can be pretty much guaranteed that he didn't father any of them. And like I said, I didn't see any visual locks with putting him in. So it was one of those, we'll have to wait and see. And now we are getting into actually seeing. So yeah, when they already start pipping, it's kind of hard to get a decent cut line on them, but... And we got banana. Just a normal banana by the looks of it. No pinstripe or anything like that. So I could get banana enchies out of this. Look at the little baby face. Oops. The one that's blowing bubbles. He wants to come out next, so we'll do that one next. You want to keep poking your head out, babes. You can poke your head out a little bit more. And as I was just saying, when it comes to the concept of banana and pinstripe, there we go. So we've got a banana pin right there. And it's going to be hard for some of these to tell the enchi until they actually come out of the egg, especially with the banana. So this one has not pipped yet. So like I've done on the other ones, I kind of like to pinch an area that I'm going to cut and cut straight across. A little window, and that looks like a normal. Moving around just fine. And we will move off to this next one here. Just looking over what was being said here, Toby here. What do you got going on here? You were saying that I should contact Murray. Get the DNA results, right? Have him pay for all the DNA tests to see who the daddy is. That's kind of funny. Welcome, Toby. For anyone else who does not know, Toby here is one of my really good close friends. You're actually going to see, come this November, a clutch. The clutch that I just recently put into the incubator. Venus is his girl, actually, that I paired up. Ooh, interesting. What do we have here? That's an interesting looking normal. That's not a normal. That's a pastel. So, looks like we have a dual sired clutch completely. So, some of these are going to be fathered by Apollo. Some of these are going to be fathered by Athos. That's a very interesting turn of events. I didn't expect for them to be both, but we'll see. Clean that up right there. And we'll switch back to this. Now this one already pipped a little bit. And again, it's got a little bit of fuzzy on it, but that's perfectly fine at this stage. And we have another banana pinstripe. Yeah, and one thing that a couple of people have asked. Oh, hey, John from Tipping Scales. Finally, you did catch this one. Glad that you saw the notification. I don't know if my Instagram message went through in time before I went live, but glad to see that you're actually here. But what I was just getting ready to say was a couple of people have asked if you can get crossed genes or crossed genetics when it comes to having like the pastel from the one snake get into the banana and everything like that. And no, it's one dad for one egg. You won't get crossing of the genetics between both of the fathers. So if something is like this one right here being pastel or being pinstripe and being banana, I know for a fact that Apollo is not the father of this one and that Athos is the father of this one. However, with this one having pastel in it, this one is going to be from 100% Het Clown. And that's one of the other nice things about the way that I did this particular pairing was only one of the two has hets or has recessives that I'm worried about. So seeing this pastel, I can guarantee 100% that that's 100% Het Clown because the dad is a visual clown. So it's a kind of a nifty little way of if you are doing a dual sire clutch, and this one is Enchi, definitely all the way through, possibly even Enchi pastel. So that one I'll have to wait until it comes out of the egg. But that's a nifty little way when you're doing pairings, if you do end up doing a dual sire clutch, is make sure Gotcha, John. That's perfectly fine. At least you got the notification and that you made it here, which is absolutely wonderful. I mean, this is fantastic. I've got 25 viewers on here for this live stream. This is quite literally the biggest live stream so far. And while we're at it, I want to say thank you to every last one of you, all of my supporters. We've hit over 300 subscribers to the channel so far, and it's all thanks to you guys. If you guys aren't aware, I am also running a giveaway for the channel, and you're going to have to look at the I'll post it after this live finishes in the description section, but you can also look on the channel that I'm doing a giveaway to reach 1,000 or more subscribers, and that could potentially get you a free snake. Anything that's on my Morph Market, it will actually be a coupon. So you get to pick and choose what animal you want instead of me being the one to select what you win. So it gives a nice little incentive to being able to pick things out. And if by some luck of the imagination or charm or whatever you want to call it, the channel hits 3,000 or more subscribers between now and the end of September, then you're going to get choice. Anything that's on my Morph Market. So please do subscribe to the channel and take a look at that video to get more information on how to enter. And looks like we got yet another banana. This is great. I love the banana morph, and this one looks like banana enchi. Very beautiful. You can tell the enchi because there's very little in the way of the pattern on the sides. A lot of goop on the table again. Maybe if I actually do this on a paper towel, it'll be a little easier. Well, thank you very much, Kenny, for subscribing. I know some people, it's hard sometimes. I have 160, 170 different channels that I subscribe to. After a while, it gets very difficult to see what channels you're subscribed to, what channels you're not, even if you watch the content regularly. So I definitely appreciate it very much, all of the support. And what do we got here? Well, one of the things I didn't get from any of these is clowns. That would have been a really nice tell, but that looks like a enchi pastel by the looks of it. Yep, and it's perfectly fine. So we got a little mix of everything in here. So this is definitely a Maury style show because both of them are the daddies. We've got a few that belong to Apollo and a few that belong to Athos. So definitely a great clutch. Give you guys a zoom in there again just to kind of see. So definitely good. Definitely good. So again, it's always interesting, especially, I mean, this is my first intentional dual sire clutch, and both of them are daddies. Go figure. And with my other clutch, Clutch 7 that we just recently did, with that one only ending up being sired by my one GHI Mojave boy. So I'm not complaining. I mean, we got 1, 2, that's a normal. 3, that's an enchi, so that does, I can't tell who fathered that one. So 3 that are from Apollo, so 3 100% het clowns out of the mix. And yeah, Scott, I like the banana pinstripe. I also like banana with the black pastel. And I like the banana with the black pastel because this is what you get with the banana and the black pastel. And that was one this is my banana bread clutch that I did. So I am calling the black pastel aka cinnamon. It's all the same thing as far as I'm concerned. But I really like the banana bread clutch that I did, getting 2. So yeah, Scott, like I said, the concept of the mixing like the cinnamon with the banana gives a really, really, really beautiful mix. And then if you mix in some of the pastel as well, then you can get something even better with the pastel. Yeah, here, I'm bringing out my other banana clutch now. Go figure. If you mix the pastel, this is the super pastel banana cinnamon all in one package. So you can get some really, really stark contrast, or you can get some of the really nice blushing. The pinstripe adds a completely different layer when it comes to the pinstripe and the banana, because you get the banana coloring, but you get some of that pinstriping pattern, so it's really, really nice. But did you guys have any questions on this or anything like that? I'm blown away that both ended up being dads in the whole mix, unless my banana pinstripe boy has pastel in it, which I don't think he does. So that would suck if he did, because that would make this a little bit more difficult to ID, but I know that he doesn't. Yeah, the pinstripe, I pinstripe as a normal, just a single gene, looks absolutely beautiful on its own. I mean, my favorite single gene is the bamboo. You can't get away from how crisp and clean and the variation within the bamboo. But when it comes to other single genes, pinstripe is definitely up there. GHI is up there. Banana is up there. There's so many of them that are just so beautiful. Is who the sire of any other clutches? Athos or Apollo? That is for Cat. Oh, very nice, Scott. Just got a bamboo. Yeah. Gotcha. When it comes to both of the boys that I did the pairing with, these are first time pairings, so they have never been paired to anyone else. So I won't know probably until I pair off my boy Athos again next year to see if I get pastels, because I'm going to do just him next year to see if I get the pastels with him next year. But as it stands, based off from what I've seen with him and with even the ones that are in here, the chance of me getting two banana pinstripes that look identical to him without the pastel in there kind of tells me that he's probably not pastel and he's not hiding it in there. So I'm going to assume that the pastels come from my clown boy. But oh no, you're fine, Kat. I understand that concept all too well. So if there's no other questions, oh wow, 32 of you guys today I've gotten for viewers. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you guys all for your support. Yeah, I've had better luck with some of my older pairs, but like my boy Obsidian, this was his first year being paired. My GHI Mojave boy, and he paired up with two girls without any problems whatsoever. No, I have not come up with a finite name for my clown boy yet from Brian Kutzko. I'm thinking River or Rivers, because almost every time that I pick him up, he decides to pee. So it's either going to be like Rivers or call him Leaky Faucet or something like that. Toby, so Robert's sitting right there watching the video as well. Tell him the little squiggly things in there are the baby snakes. But again, thank you everyone for all of your support. Yeah, I like Rivers as well. I think that that's going to fit for him. I mean, I'll pull him out real quick for those of you that haven't seen him yet. But I've got to be careful that he doesn't pee. while I am holding him, because he will hold to that new name. So we will cheat, and I will hold him away from my computer, because the last time he peed all over my computer. So this is the boy that I got from Brian Kutzko. He is a fire spot nose clown. Absolutely beautiful boy. But almost every time I've picked him up, he has decided to pee over everything. But he is an absolute... He's going to boost my clown projects by 2 to 3 years quicker, since I don't have to worry about producing something like this now myself before going any further into the clown project. So, absolutely gorgeous. I can't thank Brian enough when it comes to this little boy. So, definitely a good pickup as far as that goes. But he'll probably be named Rivers, unless he grows out of his little potty issues when it comes to handling. But he gets handled regularly still, so he's doing good. Thank you, John. Yeah, I think he's an absolutely amazing boy. So, well, I am going to close out and get ready to move over to my Patreon only after party. So if you are a Patreon member, you'll be able to join up in the little after party live stream. If you're not, you can go right to the link is in the about section, and it'll be in the description of this afterwards. But patreon.com at Python Addiction, if you're interested in joining up for as little as $1 a month. That helps to support me and helps support the channel, helps support everything that I do, helps with getting some of the equipment and stuff like that I have to be able to do these live streams now. So I will be moving off over to there. If he had Pinstripe, you could call him Pennywise. That's a good one, Cat. That's a good one. But no pinstripe on him. No pinstripe on him. I'm not sure. I've looked at some pinstripe clowns, and I'm not... The pinstripe takes over too much, I think. So, thank you again, John. Hope you have a great one. Glad that you finally caught it and made it. It's definitely... thank you for the support and everything like that. Thank you, everyone that's here. So, if I don't see you on the live stream for my after party with Patreon, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.